What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. Honda is ready to go. Test drove it, but the customer said in his old engine he put, say hello to the Tesla, he put some original brand new spark plugs. He want those in there. I don't mind doing it. This gives me the chance, but I didn't change them before because the people who sell you the engine, they don't want nothing touched. If you touch anything and they find out, and then if you got warranty in the engine, it's boom, gone. So we don't touch anything that belongs to the engine prior to it starts up. Once it starts up, test drive it, okay, we can put that. If there's an issue now the customer is responsible. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off this cover. It got a whole bunch of bolts. It's missing one there. Is it missing one there? Yeah. So if he brings me a bolt, I can put that for him. But other than that, we're gonna take out the plugs. This is also gonna tell a story on this engine mileages. So on the plug, there's usually like a little corrosion part right on the middle, somewhere the metal part on top of it, where the electroid is. It's gonna be like yellowish, orangish. Depending on how dark color that is, it's gonna tell us if it has 60,000 miles, 100,000 miles on it. If it's very mild, it might not have. But if it has 80, 90 miles on it, it's gonna be super dark and black. We're gonna take a look. That will tell us. We're gonna bring up the car and we're gonna pull out the spark plugs. I'll show you the tools and everything. And let's check this baby out. Okay, first of all, let's pull out our plugs from this engine right here. And maybe one of the bolts we could put out the missing spot. I wanna move this stuff out of the way. We're gonna get the bolts out of this one. And he wants the coils as well. We'll give him the coils, no problem. He's welcome to have his coils, but we don't want nothing falling in the engine block because we're gonna do a lot of work on this engine. So let me get my tools and we're gonna remove this. Okay, got my 10mm here. We're gonna have to clean all this up. Okay, let's get this baby going. Shouldn't be that complicated. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna save those. Ignition coils, ignition coils, ignition coil. These are new, not new. Not new. None of these coils are new. All right, let's see the plugs. Okay, so we got this in an awkward position here. I dropped my socket as soon as I touched it. Okay, so we're using this socket here. This is a 14mm 12 point by Snap-on. If you don't have that, you're not gonna be able to get these plugs out. So I'm gonna loosen this. I'm gonna loosen that. Cylinder number 3. This one right here was misfiring for him, I believe. We're gonna take a look at that separately. Let's not let this bolt drop in there. So that's one. That's another. That's another. That's another. Okay, so if you don't have a magnet, you could probably get the plugs out like that. But he wants me to put these in. So this one that was misfiring, a lot of oil on it. Not a lot of oil, yeah, a lot of gasoline. That's what it is. This is a wet spark plug here. Camera's not gonna pick it up, but this is a wet plug. So yeah, this is wet. I'm gonna clean that up for him. So let me get magnet for the other 3. Okay, let's compare this plug to that plug. See, this is super dry. It's a brand new plug, Denso. So you see that's a wet plug and that's a dry plug. That's the difference there. So this wasn't doing what it's supposed to do. There's probably no compression, so we're gonna clean that up. Definitely, we can see the big difference there in the plug. This one's dry, bone dry. That's how it's supposed to be, bone dry. And the backing is clean, so these are brand new plugs. Okay, so we're gonna go into the Honda Accord and we're gonna put these plugs in and I'm gonna clean that. So pretty much I'm gonna throw some cleaner on this, like a brake cleaner, and nothing serious, and that should dry up this plug and that should be good to go. Okay, so we're ready. Left behind my tools. Okay, now we're officially ready. First, you gotta take out the cover. So, when you're doing this, you can't drop nothing inside. There you have it. Cover should come off. Earth's dream, baby. So disconnect all the coils. There you go. And this is the last one here. Take off the 10 millimeters, all the coils. Put them to side. Can't be sitting up here nowhere. We don't want nothing over here. Okay. Put this to the side. One coil. That looks a lot better compared to other ones. So we're gonna leave these and give him the other ones in hand. You can mix and match the coil, so it doesn't matter, okay? So now again, the same tool, 14 millimeter. We're gonna see what these plugs look like. I'm gonna loosen them, then turn them with my electric drill. Believe me, I wouldn't do this for anybody. A lot of people want this, change that. We usually put a block in. You know, we get a block, we put a block in. This can cause other issues which you can't hold me liable for, you know. But once I do it, I am pretty much liable for it. Either don't accept it to begin with. There you go. That's how bad this plug is. So this thing, I don't think this engine had 30,000 miles on it. Compared to the older one, okay, I would say this plug had about 60 to 70,000 miles on it. It could be close to 100,000 miles on it. Okay, look at the plug internally. It looks pretty good in there, but this is usually the sign tells me how old the plug is. Okay, the plug can look good from inside. Don't really care. Okay, so let's get this one out. Same condition, same condition, same condition. Okay, 4 plugs, same condition. Okay, you always want to check the tip of the plug. Make sure you check the length of the plug. It's the same length. Why am I using a new plug from the other engine? So same length, pretty good. 100,000 miles on it. These are brand new, he states, which they look like, you know. So this is the cleaned. So I'm gonna put it back in the, you know what, I'm gonna leave it on number 2. Same, doesn't matter where it goes. Once the engine start up, there's no misfire, we're good. This is most definitely, he had a bad engine there. So now it's time for us to lock them up. So these plugs are like almost like 13, 14 foot-pound. So I'm gonna torque them. But don't go by my specs, find your own specs. Every engine is different. Every car is different. Okay, so I'm gonna tighten this. If you don't have a torque wrench, just go easy. Make sure you don't go crazy, you don't break it. So I'm gonna tighten these and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So make sure your plugs are tight. And we're gonna put the coils in. And connector in. And we're gonna put the 10 millimeters in. And we're gonna close the cover up. There, we were just swapping to see what the condition of these plugs was. So I would say this engine doesn't have 30,000 miles like the customer stated, like they stated. This engine has more than that. And you could do your own research. That little spot back of the plug, which I'm talking about right here. So my GoPro been freezing, and as I was talking, that little spot right there is so I want to finish up the job, okay? And my camera gonna freeze again. This camera, brand new GoPro, 300 bucks. GoPro 9, can't handle it. I might dispose it, break it, throw it away, but I don't have a feeling buying another one. If this is gonna happen to a brand new camera, what if I buy another one? It's the same issue. Anyways, lock up the bolts, put the cover in, lock everything up, and start up the engine. It should start up normally. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like.